Tired of dropping your phone or struggling to prop it up? Meet the PopSockets phone grip with expanding kickstand in black, your new must-have accessory. Don't miss out. Grab yours today. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Today's the day that U.S. courts have served a major blow to Apple's control over iOS App Store payments. Epic Games CEO Tim Sweeney just won a huge victory in his long-standing battle with the iPhone maker. Epic started this fight back in 2021 when it wanted to use its own payment processing system in Fortnite on iOS, bypassing Apple's 30% fee. However, the U.S. courts ruled in Epic's favor on one point. Apple was told it couldn't stop iOS app developers from directing users to out-of-app websites that use their own payment processors. But despite this ruling, Sweeney has been complaining that Apple hasn't truly complied with the court's will. And now, a recent court order confirms that Sweeney was right. The judge in the case said Apple's response to the original injunction strains credulity and described it as an obvious cover-up. To understand why this ruling is so significant, let's take a look at what happened after the 2021 trial. Epic wanted developers to be able to link to out-of-app payment systems without Apple's interference. But instead of just allowing this, Apple introduced a new 27% commission on those out-of-app payments and added screens that seemed to warn users away from these purchases. The court became concerned that Apple wasn't being entirely truthful about how it came up with the 27% fee. A second evidentiary hearing took place in 2024, and the results were alarming. According to the judge, an Apple executive named Alex Roman outright lied under oath about how the commission was calculated, claiming they hadn't considered external payment processing costs when coming up with the fee. The court found out that this wasn't true. Evidence revealed to them showed that Apple knew these costs and chose not to factor them in. Instead, Apple executive Phil Schiller understood that the new fee would be a violation of the injunction, but was overruled by CEO Tim Cook himself. Now, this ruling has significant implications for developers worldwide. The court's decision says there can be no more fees for out-of-app iOS purchases in the U.S. unless Apple succeeds in its appeal. And with this victory, Epic is putting forth a peace proposal. If Apple extends the court's friction-free, Apple tax-free framework worldwide, they'll return Fortnite to the App Store worldwide and drop current and future litigation on the topic. In short, this ruling means that Apple can't continue its anti-competitive conduct solely to maintain its revenue stream. The court is saying no more, it's time for peace.